On this episode of Lowdown, we rock out with LEOGUN.
We experience a whole new way to look at art and dance.
Ricky finds out what the most annoying song in 2012 was on Ricky's Riff.
And we travel down to Nashville to catch up with Mercy's.
We meet up with Cleveland rapper Jam Skillet.
And finally, we feature a music video by the Black Keys. Hi, I'm Ricky Smetana.
I'm Leanne Andriani, and this is Lowdown.
This is Lowdown. Leanne, do you have a British accent?
No, but obviously you still need to work on yours.
Ouch. Anyways, this next band is straight from the motherland.
The motherland? Ricky, just say London. You're so embarrassing.
Let's get on with it.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are LEOGUN. We're here from London. Thank you so much for having us in Akron. We're so happy to be here. This is a song of ours called What's It Gonna Take? We were called Mad Dog, but you know, we thought it would be best to change that because of we didn't want anyone to sue us. And so we needed something that no one had, and the imagery of a lion, and then the half man, half lion, and then in mythology came into it, and yeah, the LEOGUN is the half man, half lion. What inspires us?
Life.
Yeah, life, experience. I'm not very good at making up stories, so I do draw on what I've experienced, and that's usually, what we all experience. It's like party or relationship or lack of relationship or sex, drugs and rock and roll. It's all of that. It's all of that. That's kind of what inspires us.
We listen to quite eclectic music, all of us together. We'll listen to anything from Michael Jackson to, I don't know, Tom Waits, and it just sort of, the different types of music sort of inspires us as well, I guess. Listen to a varied style.
Elvis Presley, for me. Well, no one kicks it like he does, he kicks it. I suppose that I like the idea of the front man who isn't ashamed to be a front man. I like that, but at the same time, and on the same token, I could also say Michael Jackson, just totally shameless performer, that's what inspires me the most. Yeah, we went on tour with Leonard Skinner. Well, it was like being on tour with Leonard Skinner. with American, rock history, it's a big deal. I'm sure a lot of bands would cut their arm off to play with those guys, and when the opportunity came up for us, we were like, let's go. Building up a following at the moment, and because America's so big and we're so unknown, so it's just about going to each town and making the best impression we can, and trying to leave people with the thought that they've seen the best rock show that they could have possibly seen that night, So if people buy an EP or a T-shirt, or they get in touch with us on Facebook or anything like that, it's flattering, and we're just about keeping that ball rolling, and we want to make a career out of this. Why not? Love you, good night.
I think I've got a new favorite.
What? You want to be half man, half lion too?
I already am.
I don't think you've got the hair for it. Let's move on to one of my new favorites.
Would that be Ricky's Riff?
No, Ricky, it's not your turn yet. Well, do you like art?
Yeah.
And dance?
Yeah.
How about art and dance combined?
Yes.
Then you're going to love this next one with Ensu and her interactive art.
The interactive system I'm using for my projects, it uses sensor inputs. Before then, I was making a customized jacket, having lights and speaker or microphone or different kind of equipment embedded in this jacket. So either the participant, we call them participant now instead of visitor or audience, because they actually participate and complete these interactive projects by participating. Or dancers, I very often collaborate with dancers. They wear it, and so the camera installed in the space somewhere, it picks up their movement. And that's through our software that we have made, and then we can do anything like changing the sound in the space or the visualization. Using the video projection, it changes too. Very recently, we started to use the sensor, the Kinect sensor, which is a 3D depth sensor. Many people uses it for their Xbox games. Because when we were using the jacket interface or a wearable interface that people need to wear, put it on, that actually, in a sense, limited the movement of the dancer or the person. The first project or show that made me known to the public was the first solo exhibition. I entitled it The Unknown Zone, because at the time we were using a less slower network than current internet service. So when you try to get to any cyberspace web address, you need to wait a little bit after typing that address. And while you're waiting to see the page, you can see this sign saying the unknown zone. People having really good understanding about the relationship between the space and human body, and they naturally explore the space like a child, but with a lot better skills and trainings. So if you want to see how human being can interact with an interactive space, that's just a natural path to take.
That was actually pretty cool. I never thought to use my Kinect like that.
I told you you'd like it.
Yeah, you're right, but guess what?
I don't know, Ricky, what?
It's time for Lowdown Trivia.
Yay, my favorite part.
This week's question is, what other famous rock band from London had the band named the New Yardbirds before they made it big?
We'll be back with the answer after this break.